Hello and an especially warm welcome to an exciting new episode of Simply Electric. This time around we're kicking off our journey at an airport. We're really thrilled to launch a new little series where we aim to take you to countries that you might not usually consider as places where it's possible to travel entirely electric. Our first destination is a desert state, specifically the United Arab Emirates, where the very first thing that typically comes to mind is oil. That's how the UAE rose to prominence and accumulated their wealth, establishing a strong economic base centered on the booming oil industry. Today, it's quite the impressive tourist hotspot. They have successfully diversified their revenue streams and constructed vast solar parks to efficiently cater to their immense energy needs. Let's see if it is feasible to navigate solely using electric power in an oil-reliant state. Stefan was even able to book an electric vehicle at Hertz for our convenience, and today we are departing from Berlin to Dubai. This time flying with Eurowings. There's a new connection between Berlin and Dubai, daily, morning flight there, evening flight back. And naturally, we'll be trying that out together for you. I'd suggest we don't waste any more time. You check to see if you're part of the Info Electric community. If not, we'd be happy if you support us with your subscription. And then we'll always meet again with the latest electric cars. Now let's head to the gate and onto the plane. We have landed in Dubai and had a really great flight with Eurowings in business class, right, Stefan?
Yep, it was easy.
You really have to recommend that. I find the value for money truly outstanding, don't you think?
Absolutely, yes, definitely.
And yes, now we're currently at Hertz and we're prepared to collect our BYD Atto 3 today. I've got it reserved here and I'm planning to keep it for a total duration of 6 days. By the way, it only costs 179 euros when converted, from dirhams to euros, so really a bargain, right? Renting an electric car in Dubai.
Yeah, that's definitely affordable.
Now let's see if this works, because during the booking, Stefan, it was mega difficult to even find a fully electric vehicle. There were combustion engines, there were hybrids, but only at Hertz, a purely electric vehicle. And now I'm curious to see if it works. Please keep your fingers crossed for us. Folks, it took a whole hour at Hertz, mostly because we had to fill everything out thoroughly and then deal with this, that, and the other. Exhausting this time, huh? Yeah, totally. Not sure if it was so complicated or if I'd already done it all online. But in the end, everything's just fine because we now have our BYD Atto 3 and are driving fully electric. Here, of course, journeying through Dubai with all of you and very eager to fully experience it. We also got a charging card, and the coolest thing with Hertz this year is if you rent a fully electric car, you even get a charging card for free. So that means we don't have any charging costs at all when traveling through the beautiful United Arab Emirates. Isn't it cool?
I think it's cool. Now we still need chargers.
When you think about it, 6 days with a BYD Atto 3 for 180 euros, it doesn't get much better than that, right?
Yes, that's a good deal. I agree.
We traveled from the airport, which took us about 10 minutes, and I believe it was around 7 or 8 kilometers to reach the Mövenpick Hotel located in downtown Dubai. We want to check in first and drop off the stuff, but a car like this 3, that's fun in Dubai, right?
Yeah. And above all, you still get looks from people. They're just not used to it around here, I think.
However, there's really no specific marker or indication provided on the license plate here that would indicate or show it's an electric vehicle.
Look, down there it says at least here electric car. Electric mobility, that's what they did.
Well, I think the main sticker is...
It's right here in the front where the charging port is.
Probably someone else thinks they can put gasoline in there, or what? Yeah, probably. I'd say let's check in first and then we'll continue right away. In the underground parking area of our Mövenpick Hotel, there are also a couple of chargers where you can conveniently charge your electric vehicles. But unfortunately, the Hertz charging card is not working. It's no big deal though, since we still have about 66% of battery left. The car was handed over to us with 67% state of charge, and so tomorrow we will simply try out whether we can charge the BYD Atto 3 somewhere else. Many of you have written to me on Instagram and said, "Hey Ollie, when you do your road trips, please show us where you live and how you live so we can maybe get some ideas and inspiration too." If we also go there, what's nice about it? I don't do any of that. Stefan does it all. Stefan is indeed our producer. He organizes the Eurowings flights to Glass, the rental car with Hertz, the BYD Atto 3, and of course also makes arrangements for our stay at the Mövenpick Hotel over at Burj. Our new Simply Electric headquarters. No, just joking around, our apartment was truly reminiscent of something straight out of the enchanting tales from Arabian Nights.
Indeed, by chance.
Completely by chance, we ended up with a 2-bedroom apartment located here on the 10th floor. It's really quite nice. And to be honest, I think it's actually quite fun and convenient for our 5 or 6 days staying here. This means we have a lovely living room where we can also hold a wonderful and well-organized conference. And of course, we have enough space to produce video content for you guys. What shouldn't be missing in an apartment as beautiful as this? I have no idea how the drawer opened up on its own. It was probably some ghosts. Is of course a charming kitchen. Hi there. Where you can conveniently do laundry or so. And yes, all of this is included within the Mövenpick hotel facilities. Thus, essentially, we will be having breakfast every single morning without any exception, and then naturally enjoying a pleasant dinner in the evening. What's really quite nice is that you actually have 2 bedrooms here, which is pretty cool because we're really here primarily for work duties and not for leisure activities, plus everything's well air-conditioned for comfort. And the absolute highlight is the balcony. Not that Stefan can smoke, he does that of course too. But please quit smoking, it's not healthy. I stopped after over 25 years. However, from here you have a stunning view of the Dubai downtown, and we'll definitely show you all that right now. On the balcony, you can definitely notice there's quite a bit of traffic in Dubai, but most people are still driving combustion engine cars. Additionally, there are also many skyscrapers all around, and you can clearly see sehr beeindruckend, dass Burj Khalifa immer noch der höchste Wolkenkratzer derzeit hier in Dubai. They are in the process of constructing something new which is said to be even taller. And yes, this is essentially how we get to observe Dubai downtown from our apartment. And that's of course a really lovely and pleasant view, offering a nice perspective to truly experience all that Dubai has to offer. Sure, you can obviously visit the Palm Island or Jumeirah Beach. However, we're more of the type who actually enjoy going to the city in the evenings, especially to the Dubai Mall, and really wanting to fully experience a bit more of what the city offers. The Mövenpick truly serves as a great starting point for all that excitement. On the second day in Dubai now, regrettably I couldn't get the BYD Atto 3 to charge at the hotel. It just wasn't successful. However, they informed us that in practically every mall, charging stations are conveniently available in the public areas. We'll be giving that a try today. We're currently on our way to a very exciting first appointment. A German company which also operates a car dealership here in Dubai found out that we are going to Dubai, and they import the Xiaomi products essentially from China over to here in Dubai. Soon, they will also start bringing them over to us in Germany as well. This means that the first Xiaomi or Xiaomi, you all likely know better how to pronounce it than I do, has already arrived in Germany. So, and now it goes through the MOT and all those inspections you need, and then you'll probably be able to buy it here in Germany later on. The company's name is Auto China, or in other words, Auto China. I'll provide the link for you in the video description if you are curious or would like additional details. And we actually have the opportunity to go ahead and capture this new Xiaomi device on camera for all of you over in Dubai, in a manner of speaking. The video is likely to have already been released just before this video, or perhaps a few days later after this video. In any case, it's really quite exciting that we're acting as a sort of pioneer in comparison to ourselves. That means there are some vehicles available much earlier here than in Germany, Stefan, right?
Yes, I think that is really exciting indeed.
Exactly. So this Xiaomi is supposed to cost 179,000 dirham here. So to speak, 0.25 of that is in euro, so also under 50,000 euro, right?
Yes, I think that's definitely quite attractive.
Well, that's definitely exciting. I'll also add the video about the Xiaomi to the video description if it comes out earlier. Maybe this could also be an exciting story for you. We are currently at the Burj Khalifa in Dubai just for you and have discovered the latest exciting hotspot, which is none other than the Xiaomi SU7 Max with 673 horsepower, a massive battery of 101 kilowatt hours, and amazing performance timing from 0 to 100. Watch as we demonstrate this on the vibrant streets of Dubai. We'll show you the car from the outside, from the inside, and give you the first driving review of the Xiaomi SU7 Max. I'd say let's not waste any time. We'll meet on YouTube at einfach elektrisch, and if you like it when you're there, feel free to subscribe and leave a like. Now let's get started with the Xiaomi SU7 Max. We've wrapped up shooting the Xiaomi video and are making our way back on what seems like an extraordinarily broad, possibly 8-lane road from our beautiful filming location at the renowned Burj Khalifa as we head back to the welcoming comfort of our hotel. Yes, the Atto 3 is now at 56% charge. Still haven't found the charging station though. We managed to locate the app for the charging card that is available right here on board. And through this app, we can of course also locate charging stations, so things are gradually progressing at that stage, and that's the subsequent step. Just look at this gigantic Easter egg or whatever it's supposed to be. It definitely looks super mega space age and very crazy. Dubai really has a ton to offer, definitely. But honestly, the thing that impressed me the most overall is this foam. How cool was this car, right? It's absolutely amazing, and when you consider it in terms of price-performance ratio, then I believe it is really something special. More than a serious competitor for any Tesla Model 3 and also many other electric cars.
That can definitely be yes.
So if you're interested in the Xiaomi, I'll absolutely make sure to include the link to the video in the description. You absolutely don't want to miss out on this amazing new super electric car that's just been released. We're back at the Mervenbeek Hotel, and we have the added convenience of our own exclusive parking spot right at the apartment building where we can easily drive in and out. The battery level is currently at 54%. We're planning to go have dinner now and then head out to watch the football later on. Al Nassr facing off against Qatar, somehow in the Super League Super Cup. It is definitely going to be an exciting and unique experience to watch Arab football in this setting, so to speak. Day 3 in Dubai, and once again we're on our way into the vibrant city. We are looking forward to taking you along with us to the famous Dubai Mall. We are planning to head over to the Burj Khalifa with you and check out what's going on there today, exploring the sights and the atmosphere. And the big question we have now is, of course, with just 52% left in the battery, can we perhaps charge our electric car at the Mall of Dubai today or not?
Yes, and does our charging card work there?
Yes, we discovered a really amazing app which we'll be showing you later in the video. It allows you to filter for both fast chargers here in Dubai and also the regular EV charging stations, or boxes as they're commonly referred to around here. Certainly, we are planning to visit a fast charger with you very soon in the upcoming days to fully and thoroughly display this unique charging experience that Dubai has to offer. Here it is, as the locals have informed us, still in the process of development, yet you can spot a surprisingly large number of Teslas. Tesla chargers are on each corner here, yeah.
They're well shown here, I must say.
And here too, Tesla destination chargers are very well represented indeed. And yes, I truly believe that Dubai is gradually becoming more and more electrified. And nowadays you see a good number of electric cars around, still mostly Teslas, but also quite a few BYDs. And yes, and of course, in all likelihood, we'll soon see a few Xiaomi vehicles as well.
Certainly indeed.
We drove around all of the parking garages at the Dubai Mall rather extensively, and every time we discovered charging stations, there were generally only about 2 of them available on each parking deck. And the parking decks are huge, they seem to fit over 1,000 cars, but only 2 EV chargers, usually Tesla, and they were all occupied. Well, you can't exactly find a place to charge your vehicle here in the Mall of Dubai, so to speak. Well, never mind, we're going to do some sightseeing with you guys first, and then afterwards we'll figure out where we can charge the car. We have now arrived at the Dubai Mall, specifically here in the Fashion Avenue. And this Dubai Mall, it somehow really feels truly massive, doesn't it?
This is awesome. You can really get lost here.
I'm not entirely sure if I've ever been to a large mall before. It's definitely quite impressive. Here you'll find a wide variety of fashion stores with entire floors dedicated solely for kids. I think this is a paradise for kids as well. Then there's a cinema here and there's an aquarium. There are plenty of restaurants and options here, I think, where you could really spend more than your whole day enjoying what this place has to offer.
Absolutely, you can definitely spend quite a bit of time here.
However, we're planning to head with you to the world's tallest skyscraper. What's it called again?
Burj Khalifa.
Sure, here's a shorter version. Yeah, let's go check it out. We've reached the impressive Burj Khalifa. It's definitely a hotspot here at the Dubai Mall and the Burj Khalifa, where the amazing fountain shows take place behind me. Sadly, you can only capture the fountains in a 9:16 portrait ratio because of the height. And I'll briefly present the sequence to you, but I'll need to overlay some alternative music tracks because the music here in Dubai isn't free from GEMA licensing. Have fun at the water games. We have now left the Mall of Dubai. Here, you can see very clearly, from a unique and exciting perspective, the downtown area of Dubai, along with all the other truly impressive skyscrapers. We've located a super fast charging station approximately 4 kilometers away from us at the current moment. We'll take a drive over there with you right now. Our battery is currently at 48%. We don't really need to charge, but Stefan suggested we might head to Abu Dhabi or maybe somewhere else with you all. And then it's good to have some charge in the battery, right?
That would certainly be advisable.
And we want to explore together with you if it's really possible to charge super fast here.
I'm eager.
At long last, we've managed to find an EV charger here, yet unfortunately, there's a traffic jam right now. Why is there a traffic jam? Well, it's simply because many people in Dubai don't seem to understand what fast charging actually means. That means there's a colleague here who's currently parked at the fast charger station and is charging with more than 70% battery level. The Tesla Model Y has been fully charged to 100%. The Model Y has been continuously charging on AC power just like we have, so we can gather some additional energy. And then they all charge to full. So what have we learned in the past 10 years? That charging fully takes an incredibly long time, right?
Right, the time from 10 to 80 often takes as long as from 80 to 100.
Exactly, and that's what people here don't understand. You can also try to explain it nicely and raise awareness. We don't mean to come across as know-it-alls, God forbid, we just want to fast charging. That's what the cars are built for with their CCS ports. And then it continues from that point. Right up here, for instance, there is a 50 kilowatt fast charger available. They have removed the CCS connection. The Type 2 connection is actually broken. Take a closer look at this situation here, Stefan. It's honestly quite outrageous and really frustrating how certain individuals treat electric vehicles in this particular area. Well, it's just that everything seems to be damaged in some way and nothing functions properly. CCS doesn't work, no CHAdeMO, the charging station ahead also doesn't work. And somehow, while Dubai is somewhat electric, it doesn't seem to function properly as intended. And then comes the best, which is of course the Tesla app from our American supercar maker. We have a Tesla account and it also works in Germany. Why? Because I also drove a Tesla Model S Performance Raven. But here in Dubai, it won't let us charge. No matter what we do, whether we change the country, renew the credit card, log out and back in, or create a new account. It's indicating how many? Absolutely none. It shows us 0 charges at all. Yeah, it's just so incredibly frustrating and it feels like we're stuck without a solution. So the next fast charger is approximately 12 kilometers away from here, but the same thing can happen here. Because just because it showed rail label quickly up there doesn't mean it's available. It might be that it works, but it's charging. There's a queue here just like at all the other fast charging stations around. Honestly, by the 3rd day, I'm beginning to feel a bit discouraged and losing interest in driving around with the electric car here day in, day out. Yeah.
That is honestly really annoying.
So, and in the molds, there are somehow 2 fast charging stations per parking deck. Yes.
For 1,000 cars there, right?
And the parking lot is totally full. Rightfully so, because it full moon, but somehow that honestly doesn't really make any sense. After a couple of hours, we can actually go ahead and charge here quickly now, although what counts as charging quickly is also quite a matter of personal definition. So we essentially charged AC for 2 hours using 6.3 kWh. In my opinion, that alone isn't really up to modern standards because we actually charge with 11 kWh as a typical standard 3-phase, but the BYD Atto 3 unfortunately only comes with a single-phase onboard charger, which apparently can do 6.6 kilowatts maximum in the peak, and here only drew 6.2 kilowatts at the charging station, according to the display. So essentially 2 whole hours of my life utterly wasted was spent just to quickly charge here, and we've only reached up to 69% now. We connected at 62% and it's charging at a rate of 43 kilowatts. So theoretically, we could potentially now, what we probably won't do until 100% is still 36 minutes left. So that indicates we then have to charge from 44% all the way up to supposedly 100%. How long did it actually take, Stefan?
Yeah, I'd say we managed to do it in just under 3 full hours.
All right, could you please take a moment to explain in the comments below who is truly and genuinely excited about traveling in this electric way? Seriously, I'm curious.
No one. We've just been joking, saying anyone into adventure and thrill who wonders if they can charge, and more importantly, how fast and when charging is possible, he should be quite well suited here.
I just find myself wondering, how is it that you always want to charge to 100% in Dubai? We were fortunate that the Tesla driver decided to charge only up to 95%. However, it took a total of 25 minutes for him to complete that process. I think he went from 76% to 95%. That's all right too. He drives for Uber. He has to use it for business purposes. He needs to earn his money right here tonight. I can definitely understand that. After all, we're simply YouTubers who are creating a video just for you guys. And we are always happy to take the time to genuinely inform you about how driving electrically in Dubai is currently operating. So the next charger was 12 kilometers either in the direction towards the airport, which would have included a half hour of traffic jam, or simply 12 kilometers. I'd say out behind downtown, or I think even 18 kilometers, and even then we wouldn't have known if we could even charge and how many people are in line there. Then you look at Google Maps where this charging station is supposed to be, and it's like a factory hall, like it's at some business or something, and you don't know from this app if it says available that you'll actually be able to charge and that it's free, but apparently available just means that the available is that it actually works, because there are a large number of charging stations here, particularly those AC ones, that simply don't function at all. And yes, I actually find it a pity, because you can drive through Dubai electrically in a mega cool way. You have the power, you can easily go with the flow here. Look, we're using the BYD Atto 3, sure. We always keep it around 20 to 22 degrees, 13.5 kilowatt hours, and we're cruising steadily in Dubai's city traffic.
Sure, yes, and that's really good.
So, and therefore, electromobility definitely makes good sense, but the way it's currently implemented in Dubai, well, based on people's understanding, they shouldn't charge up to 80%, or if necessary, even up to 90%. But they always charge up to 95 or 100%. It can't work. If there's a fast one here, there are still 3 taxis patiently waiting alone. 2 taxis, and this guy here is also an Uber.
And they just want to earn a living, that's also part of it. They'll have to stay here another 2 hours to get their turn again.
2 Teslas showed up here, but they left almost immediately. In addition, there was a Porsche Taycan as well. And everyone you talk to here, we're also trying to do another interview, but the taxi drivers here, they didn't want to do an interview, which I understand, because they might also be afraid to say something. They just say, no, 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 definitely no electric car, definitely no electric car. Unless you're able to charge at home in your townhouse, or if you have convenient charging facilities available in your apartment buildings. And it's also like that. We know quite a few people here in Dubai, feels like more than in Neustrelitz. We had conversations with them, and they all mentioned, you know, in our apartment building, the EMA, which is essentially considered to be the main rental company here, the one that basically, yes, what's that? A state construction firm.
Yes, that's right. It oversees those matters.
They don't currently install wall boxes in the underground parking. If they do, it's usually 1 per deck in the malls. And the Dubai Mall is one of the largest here, I think. I believe it has 7 parking decks on its own, plus fashion parking, plus cinema parking, plus something else. If you then somehow have 2 charging points per parking deck for 1,000 parking spaces, it's really tough.
That'll be hard.
We had planned to travel with you all the way to Abu Dhabi, but unfortunately, the charging card we currently have doesn't work there. I can easily show it to you. It's issued by Dubai Electricity Company and essentially acts as a charging card. But apparently that doesn't work in Abu Dhabi, because when I look at the app, unfortunately, I can't show you now because I'm filming with my phone. Stefan, could you please download the app for me? Then I'll show you that again. You just don't find a charging station in Abu Dhabi, and we drive 145 kilometers there and 145 kilometers back. And I think that's about the range of the car. Yes, right. Somehow, I don't know, if we come here again next time, do we drive a gas car again, or what should we do? Feel free to write in the comments what you would do if you're driving to Dubai. Would you put yourself through what we're doing right now? I would say take a lifetime. You're maybe doing leisure here. Coming. Then I'd much rather drive a combustion engine. So now, first let's talk about the Tesla app normally, because you guys won't believe it. Just open the Tesla app. Stefan has it too. He has an account, has his credit cards registered, charging at home and everywhere, and then enter destinations. Normally you don't have charging at home listed first. Firstly, you essentially have charging, and then it shows the charging station, but that doesn't work at all. So let's go here to discuss the topic of Dewa. So this is basically the app here. I hope you all can see it clearly and well. To be able to charge here in Dubai. So you basically have this charging station here. And when he sees the charging station now, he exclaims how fantastic it is to be able to charge it virtually anywhere throughout Dubai. What are you really talking about? Oh, So if you look at it right away at first glance, you'd think the entirety of Dubai, it's all of Dubai is still Dubai, covered with charging stations. But here's 31 over there, 18, and there 55 something, you know, like unbelievable. Wow. Now let's head over here on EV charger and let's select filters, choosing ultra fast and fast. So for ultra fast, we have exactly 2. And combined with fast, which are 50 kilowatt chargers, it adds up to 42. And that is just what we have here. These are the 2 we have here. The one doesn't have CCS. So that one's out. So we only have CCS once, and then it gets really tight here. And essentially, those are the 50 kilowatt chargers around the area where you can drive to. And we're talking about distances such as 12 to 18 kilometers. So, and this is the comrade I showed you earlier, where this extensive warehouse is located. But I think you didn't switch to satellite. Stefan, did you want to save data again? Yes?
Of course. I don't have it.
Yeah, you've got that HoloFly Unlimited.
Yep.
He's really indulging himself. That's the warehouse, and the loader should be there now. And now I'm driving into what feels like a desert, hoping 18 kilometers away it works, or what?
Yes, probably.
So, and in this moment, it is showing occupied here. Yes, that's not possible anymore. Although that was the 8 kilometer, sorry, that was the wrong one. I think the other one was further out in the desert. I believe it was this one here. Yeah, exactly, 15 kilometers occupied. So that one doesn't work either because it was kind of like a... Ah, yes, exactly. Look, it's attached to these townhouses here. So, and I had another one somehow, I think, or was it this one with 18 kilometers? 17 precisely. Yes, that's right. Look over there. There he is. Yes, there he is now. All right, let's be serious. Would you actually drive out to a warehouse just on the hope that there's an EV charger available so you can charge, especially after you've already spent 1 or even 2 hours waiting here? So you really have to tell me in the comments. I'm really curious about that. You are, or many of you are, and I don't mean this negatively at all. I mean it positively, yeah, totally convinced electromobilists. So would you be taking on such a challenge in Dubai?
I really don't think that's the case, or what are your thoughts on it?
I mean, it really isn't fun to sit here for 3 hours, is it? No, it really isn't. So we've currently reached 97%, but at least it's managing to still charge at a rate of 24.1 kilowatts. And in the end, we just simply go along with the entire crap, if I may put it bluntly. Because we're still here for a few more days, driving around a bit, and we don't feel like standing around for 3 hours every 2 days. Well, I don't really know how you would go about it, so maybe we're doing it wrong now and should have simply settled at 80 or 90%. Share your thoughts in the comments. We're unplugging now as it's down to 12 kilowatts. And it doesn't make sense to continue charging and blocking others, as now I think there are 506 taxis here.
Yeah, I think 4.
They're all completely relaxed and they say, no, charge fully and we'll all do it here. So, but what do you think? How can something like this be solved? Does the charging station operator maybe need to put stickers on it or handle it differently somehow? Because you can basically park and charge here for 2 hours, as the sign says. This is the maximum time allowed. With 95%, we've now reached our lovely apartment building, Habibi, and can sit down to a nice dinner.
Yeah, nice dinner. The buffet awaits.
But about an hour and a half late.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, that means our rendering colleagues from Saxony, we will definitely meet them late now.
Sure, if they are still there.
Yes, in the end, we should be thankful that we were allowed to charge for 3 hours, that charging is free or not free, but included in the rental price. Well, to what lengths wouldn't you go for the advancement of electromobility on this 3rd day that we spend in Dubai? Welcome to the 4th day in Dubai, and one of the major highlights you can explore here in this vibrant city is the stunning Dubai frame. It's essentially like a picture frame allowing you to capture stunning photographs of the city's skyline with the iconic Burj Khalifa standing tall in the background, so to speak. You have the opportunity to go up here with a skywalk, essentially allowing you to see through the floor, if that's something you find fascinating. And it's likely a newer tourist destination that we would be genuinely enthusiastic about showing you at some point in time. Let's head behind Stefan onto the bridge to give you a better view of the whole thing from a distance once more. And here, once again, you have a view of the stunning Dubai frame from the side. We actually should head a bit further in that direction to get a perfect frontal view looking precisely through the frame. But unfortunately, we can't get to that spot now. As I mentioned before, you can definitely try the skywalk experience and take the elevator ride to the top. And it's truly a lovely and wonderful spot here in Dubai to perhaps do some enjoyable sightseeing once more. Behind here is also a very, very beautiful park where you can walk through. Dubai is, especially during our winter season, very, very green. And the climate is quite mild. Yet here you can also observe a kind of side main road that runs through Dubai. It runs here day and night. on 6 to 8 lanes, always with heavy traffic. And take a look, Stefan, in the other direction. That's exactly how I imagine traffic to be. It gets routed underneath, then over, and once more over again. So the guys, they already have a very well thought out strategy on how to handle these massive volumes of cars, particularly during the times when everyone's heading to their offices or around 5 in the afternoon when people are leaving work. When everyone leaves the offices, it creates quite the significant traffic jam here. I'm sure you're all curious and pondering the same question as we are, whether Dubai always had this modern and futuristic appearance, or if it evolved gradually over time. And the question is, of course, what did it look like in the past? And this question can be relatively easily answered by simply visiting Dubai Old Town. Here you have the opportunity to view the original houses in a certain sense, exactly as they existed way back in the past. Pretty stylish, like stepping into another world, don't you agree?
Yeah, that's completely contrary to what we've seen in the last few days.
Exactly. On one side you have these super tall towers like the Burj Khalifa, and on the other side you've got lovely little houses with nice cafes, souvenir shops. And for us, the single thing that can be a bit more annoying here is really this being constantly asked about everything. Does she want this, that, to come in, have tea, to smell, to sniff, maybe to buy something? Well, of course, they heavily depend on us, the tourists, for their livelihood and economy to thrive, but I really believe that it's not necessary to approach and engage with people in such a persistently insistent manner. You can also read about that in several reviews. If it doesn't bother you, I mean it really shouldn't, since we just move on, then I definitely think it's an ideal hotspot for you. To get a glimpse of Dubai Old Town, and right here you can take a deeper look to see more intensely from the inside, giving you a clearer idea of how it looks and feels to be here. It's very, very nicely done. You can also take a lovely boat tour here on the water in an old wooden boat. So there are countless and countless possibilities here. However, I'm a bit surprised by how many stores have actually closed down in this area lately. I have the impression it used to be entirely packed with people here and was a massive crowd puller. And today somehow everything is piling up and converging in the malls. It's actually a bit of a shame because here you have that original Dubai flair, or what do you call it?
Yes, kind of old school, you know.
And you can see again very, very nicely with the boats, especially when Stefan pans over to the left. You can also enjoy very, very beautiful evening rides here. Maybe you can zoom in a bit more on that old cutter over there. It's really quite a fascinating story, what you can experience here in Dubai on the side that's completely opposite to where the modern new buildings are, and get a taste of something different. We started off from the old town and are now driving through the city of Dubai. Right in front of us is the impressive new Rolls-Royce Spectre. It seems like the upper class around here is starting to go electric too. Isn't it such an amazing car?
Mega, look how that looks.
Absolutely, we'll most definitely have to review that one again for you guys. Yes, right here it's a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 lanes. 9 lanes cut through the city center, plus you can see 2 more lanes on the right, just behind the guardrail. I really think it would be absolutely fantastic to cruise through Frankfurt City like that, wouldn't it?
Oh god, yes, just try obtaining the approval for that sort of thing in Germany, I get it.
And what I also find funny, Stefan, is the point that you always have to drive 20 over the limit here. Well, you don't have to, but you'll constantly get honked at and flashed because we were consistently driving according to the rules the whole time. And then we constantly kept getting flashed and honked at, so I went to my local friends and asked like, hey guys, what exactly is happening here? I'm driving here by the rules and everyone is honking at me. Yeah, sorry Ollie, you have to go 20 over here. Everyone drives 20 over here.
Yes, good.
So please refrain from doing it. I definitely don't want to instruct anyone to drive too fast or anything. But that's the reason why sometimes you unfortunately end up getting honked at here in Dubai. We've arrived at the Marina Mall, and personally I find this mall a bit more appealing because it isn't overwhelmingly huge. It allows you to shop and relax quite comfortably across just 2 levels, and you also get easy access to go outside, making it a convenient and pleasant experience. Then of course to the marina, where there are beautiful yachts, where there are great restaurants. I'll definitely go there with you all again so that you can easily get a comprehensive overview. The marina in Dubai, which is quite popular, is located about 25 kilometers from the city center. So taking quite a bit out here again, and yes, at this moment we are going to wander around a bit and see what there is to experience and enjoy in this area. We are currently here in the Dubai Marina, and obviously it's a fantastic location, not just with impressive private yachts, but also boasting various ferries, such as the Blue Ferry over here, where you can enjoy even more. Then to conveniently navigate the individual channels and various stations by waterway, In dieser Gegend gibt es viele Apartments, wo die Menschen leben. Bei Einbruch der Dunkelheit füllt sich der Bereich mit Restaurants, die eine charmante Atmosphäre bieten, ideal zum Tagesausklang. Direkt gegenüber liegt die Dubai Mall mit der Nummer 47, die viele Shoppingmöglichkeiten und kulturelle Erlebnisse bietet. Ein Highlight sind die aufregenden Wassertouren, die eine erfrischende Perspektive auf die Gegend eröffnen. Vielleicht haben wir die Möglichkeit, an einer dieser Touren teilzunehmen und die faszinierenden Wasserwege zu erkunden. Also, to venture out onto the water, wouldn't you say, Stefan? We've certainly experienced that once before. Now that we have securely anchored here in the beautiful Dubai Marina, it's likely about time to raise it once more and leisurely set sail for the next thrilling destination that's conveniently nearby. That's a Dubai for you. You might be familiar with it. It's that enormous Ferris wheel where you can enjoy a truly stunning and breathtaking view, stretching all the way over to the incredible Palm Island. Yes, as I mentioned earlier, the anchor is securely set in place, so we'll just hoist it up and then take a brief journey over there. We're currently just right in front of Ain Dubai here, and you can very clearly appreciate the vast sea and all its absolutely breathtaking beauty. I suppose it's indeed the impressive Persian Gulf. And right up front ahead, you can clearly see the gigantic Ferris wheel, offering an enjoyable view over to the stunning Palm Jumeirah. And yes, I believe this is indeed quite a nice spot here. If Stefan pans the camera a bit more to the right, you can clearly see the extension and the beach, so to speak. I'm not entirely sure whether all of this still falls under the area of Jumeirah Beach or not. And of course, you can also make your way out from the marina region, so to speak, when you decide to leave the marina using a boat. And now we're driving into the underground parking area. I honestly think it's really incredibly well done in Dubai that you always have parking spots available pretty much everywhere. All parking is free with underground garages everywhere, if now at each park. Or if every second or third had a charger, it would be perfect, wouldn't it? Oh,
Preserved, yes.
we are here on this particular peninsula where the Ain Dubai Street has now finally arrived at long last. You can see here very nicely how people are practically driving their yachts out of the marina, passing by here. In the distance, there's also a truly stunning sandy beach with lots of activities. You can go jet skiing, take a boat trip, try pedal boating, or anything else you'd like to ride. Plus, like a fun paradise for children, where you can actually have a water adventure park. Yeah, and right at the very back, you can catch sight of a massive, enormous cruise ship. I don't know if Stefan can zoom in there. He can for sure, right? Mr. Zoom. And yes, and last but not least, actually the highlight on this alpine island. Then a Ferris wheel, which I honestly have to say, I have never seen anything like it, not on any fairground in the world, not in any park in the world, but I believe it's even one of the largest Ferris wheels in the world here in Dubai. In London, there's also one of those massive things, so it's like really incredibly gigantic. Especially when you try to capture it here in wide angle to get it somewhat up, it's just not possible. And these poles, I think the camera doesn't even capture it. They're just so incredibly huge. Merely observing all that has been constructed and advanced in this area over the past 20 years is really quite remarkable and extraordinary, isn't it?
Yeah, you can't even imagine that. It's crazy, really.
While we were on the way back to our hotel, heading towards downtown, I happened to notice something quite like that. I simply can't leave that just about Dubai, though the electromobility situation here. So we just went ahead and looked for a fast charger along the route. By fast charger, we mean one that provides 50 kilowatts of power. And ultra fast is basically the other one where we were yesterday, then with I think up to 120 dollars. It's the same here again. Someone is charging and they're already at 80%. It's currently charging again, likely up to 100% or maybe around 95, and we're waiting here patiently, but look, Stefan. Now nicely connected, the BYD Atto 3AC, and it's pulling power with its three-phase input. That's not right, with its single-phase charger at 32 amps. It's smoothly charging. With a maximum of 6.6 kW, but it's definitely better to charge a little while parked than not to charge at all. And once he completes charging his Tesla, we'll naturally switch over to CCS to finish up the remaining charge session. We're currently at 78% battery charge. Why is that, you ask? Well, it's because we lost 2% trying to find this station's charger, as Google Maps amusingly took us to the opposite side, causing quite a bit of unnecessary confusion along the way, so to speak, to the backside. But the passage is blocked because there are construction works. Naturally, Google Maps couldn't have known that once again, so yes, you end up going around in circles a bit until you eventually manage to locate the college here once more. No, I don't know, I just can't seem to understand people here. It charged once more up to 99% and we ended up waiting another 20 minutes right here, or charged on AC, like 2 kilowatt hours, something that doesn't really contribute much either. And now we continue here with 47 kW. So we have seen that all the major car dealerships are situated right on this street here. So Hyundai and Kia, along with BYD, have a kind of world here, and Genesis has a massive store, and Porsche too. How do you always nicely say to Audi? Audi, and Mercedes is right next door. So I wonder, they all have great electric cars, even Chopeng, which we also found. They can all partially charge at 800 volts, but what do you want with 800 volts here? So what's the use of having a Porsche Taycan that can charge with 320 kilowatts when you have two super fast chargers with 120 kilowatts and then this old thing here with 50 kilowatts? Well,
It's a bit of a tricky situation, you know.
well, I mean, fundamentally, we Germans always think we're somehow, I don't even know, like better people. Could that be?
Absolutely, we certainly have quite a lot of us.
The world revolves around Germany. Everyone looks to Germany when cars in Germany work. Then they also work in other countries. That may all be true. And we surely did for a while and still do today, at least in the luxury and premium segment. We build some of the top cars. But when you stroll through Dubai, just observing what's happening in this bustling city, we haven't visited Abu Dhabi yet, nor have we seen the other phenomenal cities here in the United Arab Emirates. It's only when you notice how small and tiny Germany actually is.
Yeah, when you're driving around here, it all seems so huge. Everything is oversized. Every parking garage we've seen has, I don't know, 8 to 12 floors. It's just super busy here.
And what you really have to say is that the currency that's most highly valued here is simply money. So if you have money, you have access to basically everything, but if you don't have any money, that's really quite tough, isn't it? We charged to 100%, made adjustments here. How much time has passed, Stefan?
18 mins, 28 secs.
Yes, plus the 20 minutes we just spent waiting here again. Yeah, if you look at it that way, from 78 to 100%, we've given away 40 minutes of our precious life.
Yeah, that's pretty wild.
Precisely. I'd highly recommend we wrap things up now and proceed to our truly wonderful and cozy hotel. Today we have a nice lunch and then we'll be back with you tomorrow for day 5. And I'm thinking, take a look, Stefan, zoom in there about maybe getting some more firewood because tonight the temperature will probably drop from 28 degrees to around 20.
Firewood, yeah, I don't really think so, honestly.
I think we're going to light the fireplace in our apartment today. It's day 5 in our Dubai adventure, and we'll be taking a scenic drive from the opposite side through downtown, all the way towards Abu Dhabi, because our plan for today is to take you on a little journey to explore the Palm Jumeirah. That's the breathtakingly stunning and entirely man-made Palm Island, where you can discover so many homes and a great variety of luxurious chic hotels to explore thoroughly. And yeah, where we truly want to take the opportunity to really see what you can actually discover and experience with the electric car, don't we, Stefan?
Let's see it.
Because we truly need to be honest with ourselves. We made the mistake yesterday during our visit to Al Ain that unfortunately we did not take the necessary effort to look for an electric charging station while we were there. As I checked again, there were indeed a few public charging stations available, and we might have been able to get the parking fee refunded, since when we drove into the parking garage, they somehow charged around 20 dirhams for every single hour. On the one hand, and on the other hand, we could have ensured to keep our electric car always fully charged up.
Sure, yes.
Therefore, we must also continue to acquire knowledge and develop in Dubai and beyond. We are definitely not all-powerful. Instead, we are here to embark on this journey of collectively exploring Dubai with you, fully and exclusively with the power of electric. We've now made our way to the iconic Palm, and if you look carefully at the background, you can spot the truly remarkable First Atlantis Hotel standing majestically, which back in the day already created quite a buzz and has now been replaced by the new and breathtaking the Royal Atlantis Hotel. And now we will take a trip over there to get a closer look and see for ourselves how this impressive new area has been thoughtfully and creatively brought to life. We have now arrived at the Royal Atlantis Hotel, which is essentially among the newest and most spectacular hotel additions in this whole area. It's been said to be among the newest hotspots. Here, you not only have the opportunity to stay at the hotel overnight, but also obtaining a residence means you have the opportunity to purchase or rent an apartment here, I do believe. Everything is possible here at the Atlantis, and then, of course, you can certainly have a truly splendid time and genuinely indulge yourself here on the Palm, I do believe. We explored the Atlantis Royal to see if it's the ideal spot on Palm Island in Jumeirah, and it's truly mega insane, surpassing expectations with its impact. The stunning design and luxury make it a top destination that leaves a lasting impression, and anyone visiting should check it out for a unique experience. The best and most beautiful hotels. Of course, it's also brand new, what we got to look at here, right, Stefan?
Yes, it is quite cool indeed.
And really, as you mentioned, you need to stay here 17 nights.
Right? Approximately, yeah, because there are 17 different restaurants.
Exactly. If you want to experience them all, you should stay here for 17 nights. It starts at approximately 4,000 dirham if you book directly, which converts to about 1,000 euro, and I really think that's a pretty great match, don't you think?
Totally true. I am the individual who shapes and crafts the very soul of the word. As a committed team, we stand ready to embrace creativity and drive innovation forward. The true core essence and very soul. Let's continue. With the addition of the addition of the addition of the addition of the addition, this ongoing sequence advances, endlessly building on each iteration in what seems like a never-ending cycle. Each version returns us to an initial point while pushing us to the next stage. The loop of these additions persists without an apparent end as we progress along this recurring pattern. This evolving sequence has a dynamic life of its own, constantly drawing us deeper into its flow as if we are part of an ever-expanding journey. Music.
We are now departing from the Royal Atlantis Hotel, and indeed I truly hope that you found the charming little water show here enjoyable. So it's quite similar with the fountain as well, just like we have seen earlier, there at the Burj Khalifa. And when Stefan zooms in closely, you'll see this large, impressive cruise ship apparently positioned on the water right here in front of Dubai. That's quite a cool story, isn't it?
Take a look at that suitcase. Wow, incredible.
Absolutely. We're bringing you along to the hottest beach spot right now, which happens to be the Jumeirah beach here in the exciting city of Dubai. And we're heading off the iconic Palm Island once again. Absolutely nice. Here on the Palm Island, you can definitely enjoy water sports too. This is the Persian Gulf here, if I'm not mistaken. And some people have a lot of fun riding jet skis in the area. What is truly wonderful here from the Palm is, of course, the breathtaking view of Dubai downtown with the iconic Burj Khalifa. In the center, it's amazing, yeah.
That's already a nice skyline view here.
And it must be an absolute highlight at night as well, a real spectacle under the lights. Just like when you look to the right, where you can see the beautiful Jumeirah beach alongside the iconic Burj Al Sharab. plus those classic, stunning Jumeirah hotels that are lined up majestically in the background, adding to the charm. This is undoubtedly one of the main hotspots, yet I'm genuinely unsure about where exactly I'd like to lay my head down and sleep for the night. Because the Burj Al Sharab, I was there 20 years ago, it's all just so opulent and golden, and I think the smallest room is a suite with 160 square meters, but it's all a bit out of date. So this innovative Royal Atlantis is, I believe, just a tad more hip, more contemporary, much fresher, youthful, and simply seems to appeal more directly to the preferences of younger people. It certainly appears that way, yes. The Palm, with all its remarkable and diverse facets, is undoubtedly one of the major hotspots that you can find in Dubai. We're taking a ride along the King's Road. To the left, you can already catch a glimpse of the iconic Burj Al Sharab landmark building. We want to go to Jumeirah Beach. By the way, what's pretty cool is that this Atlantis Royal loaded our car completely without us having to say a word.
Yes, that's definitely quite cool, for sure.
We were able to park there without any cost, as we were immediately recognized without a doubt as an electric vehicle. Just a little joke, just kidding around. No, but honestly, they were really so nice. They let us park there, showed us a little room, everything you already saw, and even decided on their own to charge the electric car for us. And I think that's a great story. By the way, someone's honking behind us again because I'm driving exactly the speed limit. That's crazy, right?
We already know that topic.
By the way, what I completely forgot, we just drove past the Burj Al Arab. Heading towards Jumeirah Beach, and in between, as well as extending beyond Jumeirah Beach where we're not planning to go, there are numerous public beaches scattered everywhere, just like the one you see here. This implies that you are not required to pay for entry to beach clubs, etc. You can simply enjoy relaxing at the Persian Gulf here in a normal and straightforward way. You have free parking spaces directly in front, and lifeguards are there, carefully watching over to ensure nothing happens to you. You'll discover quaint little restaurants, cozy cafes, and lively bars nestled in between, where you can stop and take a break to refresh yourself whenever you wish. And so it truly is quite an interesting story, because you can enjoy a vacation in Dubai at a very high price, just like we showcased to you at the opulent Royal Atlantis. However, you can definitely enjoy the beautiful aspects of Dubai, such as this stunning sandy beach, without spending a single penny, even if you are on a small budget. We happened to stumble upon, and I find it quite fascinating, a really interesting and unique spot here in Dubai. I haven't been there before either. It's called Jumeirah Bay. We were planning to go to Jumeirah Beach with you, but due to construction, we had to take numerous detours. I wasn't really in the mood to make the long drive all the way to Jumeirah Beach. That's why we ended up going to Jumeirah Bay with you instead. And you can see it here in the background. A stunning new marina has emerged. I think already in 2017, this Bulgari hotel, which is an Italian luxury brand, where there's another artificial island here, though not in a palm shape, but it is one of those shell-shaped creations where you can totally unwind, and it's incredibly tranquil too, because Dubai tends to be very loud with all its relentless traffic noise and bustling environment. And you have the excellent chance to reach downtown at the Burj Khalifa within 15 to 20 minutes, which is crucial to ensuring you're not too distant from the central bustling areas. To reach the attractions, indulge in a delightful dinner in the evening, or just to go out for some leisurely entertainment. There's Jumeirah Bay, Stefan, I think nicely between, yes.
Great. That is certainly a good compromise.
If you ever happen to find yourself in Dubai, make sure to treat yourself to a special visit to Jumeirah Bay and perhaps savor a delightful coffee at the stylish Bulgari Hotel. Day 5 is gradually coming to a close, and indeed we have now made our way back and are right here in front of our apartment building. I didn't want to film in the garage yet since A, we've already done that, and B, it's always so gloomy there. Sure, let's delve into the BYD Atto 3 again. It was essentially fully charged there at Atlantis, as they say. Then we drove about 35 to 40 kilometers and lost around 10% of the battery. And I thought to myself, wow, that's actually really not much at all.
Efficient use, yeah.
And that's why I also looked at our average consumption again here. The longer we drive the car, the lower it gets, actually. We're now at 12.5 kilowatt hours per 100 kilometers.
Yes, and even with ideal external conditions, you must say.
And one must not forget that here in Dubai, we also have highways where you are allowed to drive 100 kilometers per hour, or, as is typical in Dubai, essentially even up to 120. And then, of course, he will indeed be somewhat challenged. So from that perspective, the Atto 3 is doing really, really well here in Dubai, and I think we kind of figured out what we need to pay attention to now. Simply pause where charging is available, ensuring the battery stays full, so we encounter no issues anymore.
Right, that's all relaxed.
Because this time waiting here 20 minutes, sometimes waiting 2 hours, nobody really wants to do that. Well,
it gets old over time too.
That means we're definitely wishing you, just like ourselves, a wonderfully lovely evening in spirit, and we'll see each other again tomorrow for day 6. Day 6 in Dubai, and regrettably, it is also our final day, at least for the time being.
Yes, today is the trip back, exactly.
Thankfully, we won't be flying until 18 o'clock Dubai time, which means we can still take advantage of and fully enjoy the splendid weather here today, with temperatures at 24 degrees and rising, and we actually want to head there, where I wanted to go in my thoughts yesterday, but then because of my absent-mindedness, which happens to me quite often, as you know, I ended up going in the completely wrong direction because we went to Jumeirah Beach and I actually wanted to go to JBR Beach. JBR Beach has become a notable hotspot, probably attracting the rich and famous who enjoy mingling in exclusive settings. It's forever a matter of perspective. This spot is situated between Dubai Marina and the extravagant Palm Island, alongside Ain Dubai, so to speak. Truly, it's just like that, directly by the water, complete with a beach and stylish, fancy hotels.
Zval Promenade?
Promenade, cafes, where you can rent yourself a relatively expensive beach chair just to relax and soak in the beautiful view right by the ocean. And of course, together with you and the BYD Atto, we want to explore 3 times what experiences and enjoyments we can find there. And even if we take a look outside here, we're right before Dubai Marina. You can see again quite beautifully the skyscrapers here and what's still being built. Yeah, that you can just take your time and comfortably cruise along for the whole 20 kilometers on the wide 6 or 7 expansive lanes. We have finally made it to JBR Beach, and not only do you have a beautiful beach offering a wide variety of activities to engage in, but also a truly incredible view of the entire peninsula featuring Ain Dubai, the gigantic Ferris wheel. Yes, if we continue to look around here, there are not just numerous possibilities available for engaging in water sports, catering to both small children and adults alike, then with a delightful small water park to enjoy. These cool attractions appear all along the beach here, and you get to enjoy an absolutely wonderful view, as I see it, to the Palm Island. And right in the background, you can clearly see the Atlantis Royal, where we hung out with you yesterday, this amazing new super hotel, where we also took the chance to show you some pleasant and eye-catching pictures. And what could possibly be more enjoyable than combining the beach and engaging in water activities with some delicious food, refreshing drinks, and a leisurely stroll along the shore? And that's the great advantage of being here at JBR Beach, that you have a wide array of opportunities and options available. In the nighttime hours, this spot becomes one of the most vibrant hotspots where the energy truly comes alive. What could be better than gazing out at the water in the lovely evening or in the dark, when something in the background is beautifully lit up, so you have a truly nice view and aren't just gazing at the dark Black Sea in the nighttime? And here you can see very, very nicely the gastronomic mile here at JBR Beach. In the background, you can really see the impressive skyscrapers, including notable hotels like the Sofitel and Hilton The Walk. These are among the most prominent buildings here. Then naturally this is reflected accordingly at the diverse bars and lively cafes. And yes, here you have the opportunity to enjoy sitting comfortably on 2 levels, both ground floor and upper floor, allowing you to fully relish the beauty of life and savor the evening. And you'll always be treated to the breathtaking view of the wonderful beach stretching out in front of you. In the background with the Palm Island, and as Stefan slowly pans around, there are also some really nice restaurants here. Then once again Herbeck, with the Ain Dubai, the peninsula where the Ferris wheel stands. JBR Beach is among the top hotspots to find. During the day, enjoy the sun and beach vibes. By evening, it transforms into a lively scene with numerous bars and clubs, each offering unique experiences for fun and creating lasting impressions. So to speak, if you take a walk further towards the marina heading downtown, you'll then come across the fantastic shops where you can also go shopping and discover even more delightful places. Cafes and bars where you also have a little bit more opportunity to provide some entertainment for the children. Here, a very beautiful play area is set up in the middle. Everything is always very, very nicely planted and of course decorated with wonderful flowers. Right now, during our winter season, it's also wintertime in Dubai. It's when everything becomes lush, very flowery and beautifully blooming. And yes, I believe it's a wonderful opportunity to enjoy spending a little more quality time right here at the beautiful JBR Beach. And naturally, one can enrich their lifestyle and make life a bit more enjoyable here in vibrant Dubai at one of the many wonderful beach clubs. From Nikki Beach to many others I can't quite recall just now. We are currently at JBR Beach, which is truly one of the city's best insider tips, Stefan. And that's the cool thing, that an amazing producer like Stefan, who always finds the most beautiful places here in advance with the blah blah beach. That's certainly not just idle chatter, it's genuinely one of the very foremost hotspots right here. where you can comfortably sit in the evening, enjoy a drink, spend a lovely time at the pool during the day. Or of course, although today it happens to be a bit windy, you know? Today is a bit windy. Today we'd rather go to the pool because it's nice and calm there. One last time, seeing Dubai downtown and Burj Khalifa on the right. Hopefully you all can see it clearly. Stefan will probably take another swing by the high-end store again. Yes, we have just now departed from JBR Beach and are heading back to DXB. That's actually the abbreviation they use here for Dubai Airport, where we will eventually catch our flight back home. But actually, Stefan, when you think about it, we have more than enough good reasons to consider making another trip back here sometime in the future, don't we?
Absolutely, there's still so much to discover, I believe. But then a second visit is definitely worth it.
Exactly, because we haven't been to Abu Dhabi yet, we haven't been to the highest mountain in Dubai. I believe that the viewpoint is supposed to be around 1,500 meters in height. And the highest mountain is even 1,900 something meters. We definitely have to go there again, I think. Then we have some other cities and regions in addition to Abu Dhabi that are really worth taking another look at. I'm pretty sure we'll be coming back again. If you'd like that to happen, please kindly let us know by leaving a comment below. Then, of course, we'd love to take you along on a second road trip, exploring the surroundings of Dubai. We'll reconnect at the airport in Al Anj to discuss our interim thoughts on the Dubai trip. We have comfortably arrived here at the airport in Dubai, and now we're just waiting patiently for our departure. It's quite lively and bustling in the lounge here. It's really nice to have access to the lounge, allowing you to relax a bit while enjoying a little snack and something to drink. Stefan can go for a smoke. That's always really important for him, that he has a lounge where he can also go to smoke. Yeah.
Sadly, that's what he...
Because the Lufthansa lounge, you're not allowed to smoke there in Dubai. Unfortunately, they're all about health. Yes. Let's move on to the interim conclusion before we board the plane, and then take the time to say our goodbyes to you later. What do you think about Dubai and the possibility of driving fully electric there?
First of all, regarding Dubai, I have to say, I'm very impressed with what they've accomplished here. They're just constructing taller and taller buildings. Everything is essentially underground with parking garages and various other facilities included. Very impressive, definitely worth coming here, and we will certainly come back again, I believe. Getting it loaded up certainly turned out to be a bit more tricky and complicated than expected, I would say. There really aren't many fast chargers around. When you finally find one, you often have to wait quite a while because many vehicles like Uber and taxis are charging there too. Otherwise, if you don't have a charging station at the hotel, it's a bit tricky, I'd say.
Absolutely. And you have to be honest, here in Dubai, you're really at an advantage if you drive a Tesla, because then you can use the superchargers and destination chargers everywhere. And that's genuinely fantastic. However, if you're using the Tesla for commercial purposes, then your access is unfortunately restricted. And I noticed it too with my business access from my Tesla Model S Performance Raven. I found no charging station here, though there are hundreds, and Stefan tried registering privately again too. Yes.
No chance.
However, it seems that you absolutely need to be the owner of a Tesla in Dubai to be able to then also having access to the charging facilities here. Yes, in total we discovered 30 50 kilowatt chargers, which are typically occupied by taxis, ride shares, and other various commercial users, where we had to wait between 20 minutes and up to 2 hours. You all saw it in the video. Yeah, otherwise you need to find a hotel around here, ideally one that also offers the possibility to charge in the evenings. That might possibly indeed also be quite a very great idea for the upcoming Dubai trip, even though in Germany, we've grown accustomed to the convenience of charging our devices no matter where we happen to be. Yes.
There's always an FKW charger or something somewhere you can hook up to.
Naturally, that kind of thing will eventually occur in Dubai too. I'm really curious about how much you're all enjoying the road trip and the various insights you've gained from it. Let's all actively engage and exchange our thoughts and ideas in the comments section. We've safely landed back in Berlin, bringing our fascinating journey and the video to a satisfying conclusion. I hope you really found the video enjoyable. Please give us a thumbs up and take a look to see if you're already part of the einfach Elektrisch community. We would be delighted if you supported us with your subscription. It's free, but it helps us grow a bit. And then you definitely won't miss out on the upcoming video featuring the VW ID.7 GTX Tourer. We've actually prepared 3 exciting videos for you there as well. Review, consumption, drive, and road trip. I would say stay healthy and see you soon. Thank you so much for watching. Yours, Ollie, and you, Stefan. But it's pretty classy here, right? With the illuminated VW logo.
Yeah, they really came up with something.
And I believe that this isn't the only highlight of this car.